Hey everyone, it's Miss April here, coming to you from Recovery Concepts and Consulting. I really just wanted to take a minute to stop in, say hello, and thank all of you guys for all of the support and all of the likes on Facebook. For those of you who don't know me, my name is April Garfoli. I am the owner and founder of Recovery Concepts and Consulting, and I am a recovery consultant that specializes in the treatment of addictions. So, basically, really quick, a little bit about me. I have over 15 years experience working in the mental health and drug and alcohol field. Yeah, that's a long time. The burnout rate in this line of work is astronomical. So 15 years is a really long time. And most recently I've been working in rehab facilities as a licensed professional clinical counselor in Ohio, specializing in the treatment of addictions and trauma in the adult male population. So if you want to learn a little bit more about me and the philosophies of Recovery Concepts and Consulting, click on the About section on the Facebook page. Everything is there. You can read through my whole bio, and I'll be more than happy to answer any other questions you may have. That being said, the idea for Recovery Concepts and Consulting basically came out of my experience in working in rehabs and kind of watching the revolving door that treatment has somewhat become for those struggling with drugs and alcohol. Right now, the relapse rate is 80%. That means 8 out of 10 people who successfully complete rehab are going to go back out and use. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if it took me 8 times to go to a doctor before I got well, I would probably quit after the 3rd time. So I think that the relapse rate being 80% is totally unacceptable. I think it's time for treatment facilities to look in the mirror and call themselves out instead of blaming the person and the client and say, what are we doing wrong? What are we doing right? What's not working? What is working? And kind of really get back to the basics of what this is. So at Recovery Concepts and Consulting, we know that the drug and alcohol use is just one very small symptom of addiction. And as a matter of fact, it's one of the last symptoms of addiction to manifest itself. So that being said, the way we treat this is we treat addiction from the inside out. Okay, so that's rehab for the soul, treating addiction from the inside out. So at Recovery Concepts and Consulting, one of the questions I keep getting is, do I have to be clean to engage in your services? The answer for that is no. It's completely unrealistic to expect someone who's struggling with addictions to come into a facility and not be using drugs and alcohol. So no, you don't have to be clean. The next question I get is, do I have to be using? For those of you who aren't familiar with how rehabs work, if you want to get into rehab, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to drug test you. They're going to make you pee in that cup. And guess what? You better light it up like a Christmas tree, because your insurance most likely isn't going to pay for treatment if you walk in that facility and pee clean. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't to me, and it probably doesn't to you, because if you have an ounce of common sense, if somebody's coming to you for help because they don't want to pick up drugs and alcohol, you should be able to help them. So no, you don't have to be actively using drugs and alcohol to engage in our services here. Again, we know that active drug and alcohol use is one of the last symptoms to manifest itself when we're talking about the disease of addiction. So there are many other symptoms that are present before somebody actually picks up drugs and alcohol. So, in clarification, no, you don't have to be clean and pass a drug test, and no, you don't have to be actively using to engage in our services. And like, how cool is that? Third question I get a lot of is, do I have to be an addict or an alcoholic? No, the answer to that is no. Maybe you're the loved one, maybe you're the parent, maybe you're the significant other. We are here to help and support you just as much. We offer individual sessions, couple sessions, family sessions. Really, whatever you need, we are here to provide for you. So the nice thing about being a recovery consultant is you don't have to operate in that traditional, box of treatment. You don't have to necessarily do all that. So right now, if you're interested, give the office a call. I'm giving away, not giving away, they're always going to be free. I do a free 15-minute phone evaluation to make sure that our services are appropriate for you, and 9 out of 10 times they are. So call the office, and the nice thing about this is you don't have to go through some long assessment process where you sit down for an hour and a half, 2 hours, fill out a mountain of paperwork. Like, that's done. That's the old way of doing things. And clearly, given the relapse rate, the old way of doing things isn't working. So I'm hoping to pave the way on this and give you something new. So no, you don't have to sit through like a 2-hour assessment being done by somebody that has an associate's degree in arts and crafts. I said it. Some of y'all know what that means. Some of y'all won't. But anyway, give me a call for your evaluation. It's totally free. And if we can't help you and you're looking to get into rehab somewhere and go the traditional route, we will absolutely set you up with a referral and get that done for you. You do not have to go through this process alone. At Recovery Concepts and Consulting, we support all pathways of recovery. There is no wrong way. So all we're really doing is helping you find your way. We're not going to make you do it our way. So in summation of that, most people think that the worst possible case scenario for the addict alcoholic is if they go back to active use and pick back up again. And I'm going to disagree with that. I'm going to tell you guys that the most painful and saddest thing for somebody who's struggling is actually the addict and alcoholic who has maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years clean, has successfully completed treatment, and who has worked maybe a 12-step program and maybe is sponsoring people, but still feels lost, unworthy, and alone on the inside. That is the most dangerous place for the addict and alcoholic to be. And that is exactly the person that Recovery Concepts and Consulting has really set out to help, because there is not a lot of services available. So maybe you have 5-10 years clean. Maybe you're struggling to find your life's purpose. Maybe you just feel like you just want more out of life. We're here to help you figure that out. We're here to support you in any way we possibly can. And hopefully just expand your view of what can be possible for your life. So again, Recovery Concepts and Consulting, rehab for the soul, working from the inside out. That's a little bit about us. So feel free to share this video, tag somebody, drop a like, drop a comment. If you're with me on the 80% relapse rate and you think it's completely unacceptable and you're ready for more, let me know. Last thing I want to let you guys know is some of you may have clicked on it on the Facebook page. I also have a YouTube channel called Rehab for the Soul. Rehab for the number 4, the soul. Rehab for the soul. What I have not uploaded any videos there yet. I might put this one on there. But what I am going to be doing, if you had had me in group therapy before, you're going to know all about this. So spread the word. It's going to be amazing. I'm basically going to upload all my content onto YouTube for free. So there's no more excuses for you. you can now receive rehab from the comfort of your own home. Okay, so make sure you click on the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to that, because all of my content is going to be put on that YouTube channel. And also, message me, let me know what topics you would like for me to cover. I'm going to give you basically Rehab 2.0 and just pick various topics and give you a 15-minute to 20-minute summation on how to apply recovery concepts like relapse prevention, emotional sobriety, things like that, how to apply that in your life. Okay? So guys, even if you're, you don't want to call the office, or you're feeling this way or that, and some of you basically are liking the page from across the country, all of my content is going to be uploaded to that YouTube channel for free. Just subscribe and follow that, like the Facebook page, and share it. So, that being said, just so excited for this journey. We're going to see what happens, I'm setting out to change the world. I like to go big. Most of you know that. So Miss April, if you had a Miss April in rehab, we're taking Miss April across the world and rehab for the soul. Last but not least, I do want to touch base about the whole quarantine thing that's going on. Everybody, I'm sure, now knows about the COVID-19. No need to worry. We are offering phone sessions, Skype sessions, FaceTime, so you can still have access to our services from home. So whatever you're comfortable with. Again, give me a call at Recovery Concepts and Consulting for your free 15-minute phone evaluation. And once we determine how we can help you, we just get started and we dig in. So if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out, let me know. I hope this was informative, and I can't wait to get started with you guys. Thank you so much, and until we meet again.